Hello and welcome to Therapeutic Yoga today. Today's class is going to be entirely focused on the concept of taking care of our anxiety. So I thought I would start with discussing it with everybody. What typically are the symptoms of somebody that has really high functioning anxiety? So, obviously, individuals that have clinical anxiety or PTSD or any sort of panic attacks, a lot of individuals know those symptoms pretty clearly. What people don't often think about are those individuals that function really well with their anxiety at a high level in society. So, what are the typical symptoms that you see with those individuals? Well, they're always overthinkers. They're people pleasers. They tend to always have difficulty slowing down. So, you just always want to kind of keep going. There's an immense fear of failure. And, those individuals have a hard time saying no to people that ask them to do things or projects. Finally, the other two big symptoms of a high functioning anxiety person are somebody who does a lot of over planning. Like you're always planning for the next moment, the next hour, the next day, the next month. And generally you have poor boundaries. So the interesting thing about somebody with high functioning anxiety is those are pretty much the symptoms that they themselves experience. But from what other people see, these are very active, very well involved individuals. So I mentioned that at the beginning of this yoga class because a lot of times some of us don't understand why we do what we do. And it can very well be because we actually have symptoms of anxiety. So, to start today's class, we're going to be working a lot on some very good, healthy habits on breathing exercises. But I thought I would preface why we're going to be doing these particular breathing exercises. So, what makes anxiety anxiety? Essentially, what happens is it's a stress response from the very center of your brain, where your amygdala is. In our nervous system, we have something called an autonomic nervous system, which is part of the peripheral nervous system of our body. And it's broken into two pieces. So there is the sympathetic nervous system, which is your flight or fight response, and your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your relax, rest, and renew response. Well, with anxiety, essentially what happens is you constantly learn to start to react to life's consequences and just daily activity with more of a sympathetic response, more of a flight or fight response. And you kind of lose touch or lose feel with how to fully relax and renew. So one of the chief clinical symptoms we see with individuals with anxiety, whether it's high functioning anxiety or it's something like a clinical anxiety, panic attacks, or even post-traumatic stress disorder, is that there's a lot of aberrant or unusual, inefficient breathing patterns. So one of the key things that is often used for working on managing anxiety is managing not that you're breathing, obviously, but managing how you're breathing. Now, from a behavioral standpoint, panic attacks and real clinical anxiety, a lot of things like doing hand movements and counting backwards by 3 from 100 are really good things that are used to treat the attacks or the high effects that you have from the anxiety. We're not going to be doing that today in class. We're going to be focusing more on the breath, specifically the diaphragmatic breath, and introducing that into particular yoga movements. Now, the first thing I'm going to say about today's class is the class is about anxiety. So there are a couple of things related to yoga that are, I would say, contraindicated when it comes to practicing yoga with the focus on anxiety. And that is no inversions. So we're not going to turn ourselves upside down. We're not going to use this bolster and lay upside down or anything like that. And the other thing is no fast movements. So both of those things can kind of fire and drive that sympathetic nervous system or that flight or fight response. Equally so, we're going to be focusing on breath that is really about the exhale. So there's a lot of fabulous breathing exercises out there that kind of can energize your body, and they're focusing on the sympathetic or the inhale part of breath. We even know that when you inhale, just a single inhalation increases your heart rate. So that's how quickly they are associated with that sympathetic response. So our entire focus today is going to be on a slow, calm, relaxed exhalation. So let's get started with our class. We're going to begin with a very common breathing exercise that's done for anxiety called the 4-7-8 breath. So find yourself in a nice, comfortable seated position, either on a bolster or in a chair, whatever works comfortable for you. Once you're sitting in that position, allow yourself to feel like you have weight through your base of support. So just kind of rock your pelvis a couple times forward and backward until you feel like, yep, I'm sitting on my sit bones. Have your spine nice and tall, and then just slightly hinge at your hips. So keep everything stable, but just slightly hinge at your hips to allow the weight to go down through your feet and feel transmission of weight through your legs. Then let's kind of focus on having our shoulder girdles or our shoulder blades in a little bit more of an efficient position. So just gently take your arms outward, kind of shrug your shoulders slightly, rotate your arms gently out, and then without your elbows going behind your body, just pull your elbows back and down and allow yourself to squeeze between the bottom corners of your shoulder blades, keeping that spine nice and tall, weight through your legs. Keep the shoulder blades engaged, but just unrotate the arms and rest the hands gently on your thighs. We're going to do a mudra today. So a mudra just means something that's going to channel energy near you. So we're going to do a mudra where we touch our index finger to our thumbs. So just gently place that with your palms up, and then lengthen your neck, settle your chin, maybe close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth for a second. So we're going to be doing this exhale through our mouth, like you're kind of blowing out candles, okay? But to start with your inhale, make sure that your tongue is resting on the roof of your mouth. Very good. So we're going to go through 4 cycles. I'm going to count you through all 4 cycles of the 4-7-8 breath. So take a nice deep inhale into the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open that mouth and exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling through the mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Gently opening your eyes. Now, let me mention one thing. Oftentimes, people counting even makes themselves anxious. And so there's a great yoga practitioner out there named Amy Weintraub, Weintraub. And she even references when you're dealing with doing breathing exercises, focusing on the exhale for anxiety, don't even count it. She uses something called stair-step breath. So I want to take a moment while we're still in sitting to talk to you and teach you another way of looking at slowing down your exhale without actually even counting your breath. So imagine for a minute that you are staring at a mountain and there's an elevator on the left side of the mountain. What you're going to do is you're going to get in the elevator and you're going to inhale into your nose and take that elevator to the top of the mountain. Then what you're going to do is hold your breath, step out of the elevator, and then you're going to very slowly exhale, step after step after step after step after step after step as you lower yourself down the mountain. So rather than thinking about numbers and allowing yourself to get anxious about the fact that you're counting your breath, visualization with the breathing is another very efficient way to work on focusing on that exhale, focusing on that parasympathetic rest and relax without having to overwhelm yourself with numbers. So let's go through this breathing exercise one more time. And as we go through it, I'm just going to talk you through visualizing up the elevator, stepping out of the elevator, and walking down the step after step after step after step. So make sure you haven't lost your nice long sitting posture. Weight through your legs still. Shoulder blades are back and down, arms are resting. Try that mudra again if you'd like to through your hands. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, close your eyes if that's comfortable for you in your practice. Now, visualize a mountain. Maybe it's even a small little hill, but it's got an elevator to the left-hand side of it. So imagine yourself stepping in that elevator. Take an inhale as the elevator moves up to the top of the mountain. Hold your breath and step out of the elevator, and then start to exhale as you walk down the steps, down the stairs, stepping, staring down the mountain. Back to the elevator. Take a deep inhale, moving all the way up the elevator. Hold your breath and step out of that elevator. Now, exhaling step by step, step by step. Keep going down the stairs. Back to the elevator. Inhale, coming all the way up to the top of the mountain. Hold your breath, stepping out of the elevator. Now visualize those stairs. Exhale, stepping down, down, down. Keep stepping down, down, exhaling. One more time, back to the elevator. Up we go. Nice deep inhale as you move up that elevator. Hold your breath for me now, stepping out of that elevator. And finally, look at those stairs and start to exhale, stepping down, stepping, stepping, exhaling, 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 and exhaling. Opening your eyes. Very nice. So for you, if counting in and of itself makes you very anxious, using something like the stair-step breath technique is a very good way of focusing on extending that exhalation, finding that parasympathetic, relaxing, renewing, getting yourself out of that overthinking part that oftentimes comes with anxiety. All right, so let's do a little bit of loosening through what is called your upper trapezius. So it is this neck muscle right here. It is actually innervated or supplied by a sympathetic muscle. So interestingly enough, when we're stressed or we're high anxiety, guess which muscle tends to become tense? It's often the times people that have high functioning anxiety deal with a lot of neck pain. So let's go ahead and open up through our neck muscle that is attributed to anxiety. So let's take our left hand and kind of sit on your left hand, place it underneath your bottom, feel your sit bone maybe, allows yourself to kind of keep your shoulder dropped down, but roll your shoulder blade back so you know that you're in a nice comfortable position. Lengthen your neck here, settle your chin. Take a nice deep inhale, lift your right arm up and over, hold the third finger to the top of the ear. Allow yourself to exhale here and get that nice long neck and that nice settled chin. Now, take an inhale up the elevator. Hold your breath here. And then as you exhale, imagine side bending and going down that mountain all at the same time. Feel the stretch on the side of your neck. Allow that shoulder blade to stay back and down. Take that deep inhale in. Hold your breath. Open that mouth today, ladies and gentlemen, and exhale. Exhaling, stepping down, exhaling, exhaling, exhaling some more, exhaling some more, and exhaling some more. One more time. Take a deep inhale, 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 and inhale. Hold your breath and open that mouth and exhale and exhale. Exhale and exhale and exhale. Exhale and exhale some more. Slowly inhale your head up and then gently release your arm, exhaling. Very nice. Let's try that on the opposite side. So take your right hand and bring it underneath your cheek of your buttocks. Maybe find your hand near your sit bone. Seeing that that drops that shoulder down on that right side, but roll your shoulder blade back and down so that you're in a nice, good posture, sitting nice and tall. Weight through the legs. In this position, lengthen the neck and settle the chin. Now, inhale, lifting that left arm up, grabbing the third finger to the ear. And then as you exhale, lengthening and settling that chin one more time. Okay, let's go through this again. Shoulder blade back and down. Take that inhale, inhaling into the nose. Now hold your breath here. And then slowly exhale, side bending the head, feeling the tension in the side of the neck. Keeping exhaling, keeping exhaling, keeping exhaling, keeping exhaling. Keep that neck long, keep that chin gently tucked inward. Now, inhale, ladies and gentlemen, in through that nose, up that elevator. Step out of the elevator and exhale down the stairs, exhaling and exhaling, exhaling through the mouth. Let your exhales be through your mouth today. One more breath, sitting nice and tall, shoulder blade back and down, neck long, chin tucked. Take that inhale in. Hold your breath, and then exhale and exhale and exhale and exhale. Exhaling and exhaling and exhaling. Excellent. Inhale, lifting your head up, and then exhaling, dropping your hand down. Very nice. Last thing we're going to do in sitting before we move positions is a little bit of anatomy when it comes to anxiety. Something called your sympathetic chain, or the connections of your sympathetic nervous system, all occur at the front of your spine. So one really good thing at allowing you to kind of get out of sympathetic flight or fight mode and move into parasympathetic rest, relax, renew mode is to kind of lengthen out the front of the spine. So let's do that in many ways in today's class. We're going to start first and foremost with cat, cows, and sitting. So rest your hands on your thighs. Make sure you're in a nice, comfortable position on your bolster. Now, take an inhale and let your belly come forward. Lift your chest, lengthen your neck, gaze upward, shoulder blades back and down. Now hold that breath for a second. Open your mouth now and exhale and pull your belly in. Sink your rib cage down. Drop your chin to your chest. Look into your belly. Spread those shoulder blades. Exhale one more breath through that nose. Ready? Inhale. Lifting nice and high, looking high. Hold your breath here in that inhale. Then start that exhale. Pull that belly button in, tailbone under. Arch that back, spread those shoulder blades, chin to chest into that belly button. Get one more breath out through that mouth. Last time here, ladies and gentlemen. Inhaling, keep that inhale going. Then keep lengthening as you hold your breath here. Then exhaling, exhaling, exhaling through the mouth today. Exhale, exhaling, 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 and exhaling. Beautiful. Coming all the way back up. And then slowly transitioning yourself onto your hands and knees. So just gently allow yourself to take your bolster and place it kind of out and beside you. We're going to be using it in a little bit, but let's go to hands and knees first. So find yourself in hands and knees, hip distance between both knees. Gaze back that you can't see your feet or your heels from your behind your knees. Stack your hips so that they're directly on top of your knees, and then walk your hands forward so that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Wrists and elbows and shoulders all lined up at shoulder width. Index fingers pointed forward, thumbs are inward, outer three fingers outward. Now lengthen your neck, settle your chin, find your nice tabletop position here. All right, before we go into cat cows, let's do a couple of times at really figuring out how to do that diaphragmatic breath. So keep everything nice and still of your spine, ladies and gentlemen. Gaze down between your thumbs. Can you take an inhale into your nose and let just your belly sink down towards the floor? Maybe feel a tiny bit of a lift of your tailbone, but no movement of the rest of your spine. And can you open that mouth and exhale? And as you keep exhaling, pull that belly button up towards your spine without your spine moving. Let's do that again. Inhale, slowly let the belly sink down. Spine stays stable. And then as you exhale through the mouth, belly comes up, exhaling, belly comes up, exhaling, belly comes up. One more time, inhaling, 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 and then start that exhale, pulling that belly button towards the spine, but the spine stays perfectly still. Very good. Take a nice little inhale here, and then on your exhale, slowly start to push yourself back into a child's pose. Settle the heels towards the sit bones, drop the belly down, chest towards the knees. Slowly allow yourself to take your hands and bend your elbows, rest the crown of your head towards the floor. Look backwards between your feet. And just let yourself be here for a moment. Let's do 2 nice deep breaths in this child's pose. So take that inhale into the nose. Imagine going up that elevator. Holding your breath, step out. Now, as you exhale through the mouth, exhaling and exhaling, allow your sit bones to settle closer to your heels. Keep yourself relaxed. One more time here. Inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Hold your breath for a moment. Open your mouth and start to exhale. Imagine exhaling down those steps, exhaling and exhaling and exhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Now slowly come back up onto hands and knees. Let's really open up through the front of that spine now with that sympathetic chain. So index fingers are forward, thumbs are inward, outer 3 fingers are out, elbows and wrists lined up with the shoulder, knees and hips. Check back in behind you. Can you not see your feet and your ankles? Full cat cows here. So inhale, sink the belly and spine, lift the tailbone, shoulders back, lengthen the neck, look up, hold your breath here for a minute. Now open that mouth and exhale as the belly comes up, arch the spine, keep exhaling, tuck the tailbone, keep exhaling, spread the shoulder blades, keep exhaling, chin to chest, gaze into your belly button, exhale a bit more. 2 more times now. Inhale. Inhale, inhaling. Now hold your breath, but keep going into your cow pose. Now that long exhale, guys, open your mouth and exhale. Arch up, exhale, arch up. Spread the shoulder blades, exhale. Chin to chest, exhale. Look into that belly button, exhale. Beautiful. Nice and slowly inhaling, dropping down, shoulder blades back, lengthen the neck, tailbone up. Hold your breath, keep going up into cow, but keep holding your breath. Here's the exhale. Open that mouth and exhale. And exhale, and exhaling, and exhaling, and exhaling a little bit more for me. Beautiful. Slowly use the weight of your arms to push yourself back onto your heels again. Once your belly is laying down on your thighs, chest on the knees, slowly drop the elbows, drop the crown of the head one more time. Now, take your right arm and just simply reach your right arm up and to the left side. In that position, take a deep inhale, reach the right arm a little higher. Hold your breath here, open that mouth, ladies and gentlemen, and then as you exhale, try to sit into that right sit bone a little bit more. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Inhale into your belly. Can you push the belly into the thighs now? Hold that belly into the thighs, hold your breath, open that mouth.
And exhale, nice and slow. Step down those stairs. Keep exhaling and keep exhaling. Slowly bringing your right hand back to the center, settling yourself back in your child's pose, and then taking your left hand and reaching up. Now, once you've reached your left hand nice and high, dropping your head down, take an inhale into your belly between those thighs. Now hold that breath for a minute, open that mouth, and as you exhale, try to sit back into that left sit bone. Keep exhaling out and gently exhaling out. Nice deep inhale into the belly, right into those thighs. Inhale, inhaling, hold your breath here for me, please. Open that mouth. And slowly exhale that air. Blow out those candles. Step down those stairs of that mountain. Beautiful. Gently bringing your left hand back. Slowly bringing yourself back up onto hands and knees, and then dropping yourself down onto your belly. Now, if you are someone that being down onto your belly is sensitive for your low back, well, a pillow works perfect here to rest it underneath your belly and your chest, but not your hips. It allows yourself to keep your lumbar spine in a little bit of a neutral position, but still achieve what we want to achieve today relative to kind of opening up through the front of our spine. Now, in this position, have yourself so that you can see that your elbows are stacked directly underneath your shoulders. Your feet, they're about 6 inches apart behind you. So they kind of track and line up hip, knees, and ankles and heels. In this position, take those index fingers and point them forward, thumbs all the way in, and those outer 3 fingers outward. Now, spread between your shoulder blades for me here. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and gaze down between those thumbs. Let's do one of those mountain breaths or those stair step breaths here. And then we're going to really open up through the front of our spine. So maintaining this position, take a deep inhale into your belly and push that belly into the yoga mat or pillow. Hold your breath here. Now, as you exhale, open that mouth and exhale, blow the candles out, step down the stairs. Very nice. Now, what we're going to work on doing is pushing the index fingers and the thumbs into the floor, and merely on the next breath, straightening the elbows and trying to press ourselves up. So again, if you have a sensitive low back, make sure you have a bolster or a pillow underneath you here. So start in this position, shoulder blades are spread apart, neck is long, chin is tucked, you're gazing at those thumbs. Now, holding in this position, take an inhale, push into your fingers, your thumbs and your index fingers, lift yourself up, lift that chest, maybe even look your head upward. Hold your breath here. Now, imagine going down those stairs, and as you exhale, bend the elbows a little bit more, lengthen the neck. Bend the elbows, lengthen the neck, bend the elbows. Find yourself back in that resting Sphinx position. Let's do that 2 more times. So as you inhale, push into the index fingers and the thumbs, straighten the elbows, lift the chest, look up, hold your breath here, and begin that exhale, slowly coming down those stairs, letting the elbows bend, lengthening the neck, bringing the chin back in, gazing right back at those thumbs. 1 more time, please. Inhaling, push into the index finger and the thumb, straightening the elbows, lift that chest, gaze straight up if you can, hold your breath. Now, really long exhale through that mouth, exhaling and exhaling, dropping the elbows, exhaling, lengthen the neck, chin to chest, gaze at the belly button. All right, we're going to try just 2 breaths of even taking this to the next step. Now, if you are somebody at home, again, that you are extension sensitive to your back, your low back, or even doing what we just did, you felt it a little bit in your low back, don't go any further, just repeat the same thing we just did. However, If you're like, I want to open up that sympathetic chain, I want to get out of sympathetic mode and no longer be that high functioning anxiety person I am, place your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows out to the side. Shoulder blades are back and down. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, index fingers are forward. Go to where you can go. Take a moment here to tuck your tailbone gently under, give your low back some space, maybe feel your legs get a little longer. All right, push into your index fingers and your thumb. Lengthen your neck, take that inhale and straighten your elbows as much as you can. Lift the chest, lengthen up, hold your breath here. Now, are you ready? Exhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, drop the chest down. Exhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, lengthen the neck. Exhale, chin to chest and gaze down at that mat. Just one more time. See where you can go today, ladies and gentlemen. So start your inhale, push into your thumb and your index finger, straighten the elbows. Now hold your breath as you get that full opening of the front of your spine. Squeeze your glutes. Now, exhale slowly down. Out through the mouth, exhale. Stepping down those stairs as you drop that spine all the way down, lengthening the back of the neck, chin to the chest, gaze at the mat. Slowly walk your hands back forward. Allow yourself to tuck your tailbone under and gently walk yourself back to your child's pose, kind of moving your pillow out of the way. Settling yourself, very important to always come back in child's pose once you've been laying on your belly to create space for that low back. So find yourself in that child's pose, but lift yourself up a little tiny bit into kneeling. Take an inhale here, and then on the exhale, tuck that tailbone under, really tighten the abdominals, sit back, and then find yourself back down into the child's pose. Drop your elbows. Gaze back, make sure those toes didn't accidentally fall together. Keep your gaze backward, and let's do 2 more of those stair-step breaths here. Whatever rate works for you, but take the inhale into your belly. Up the elevator we go. Hold your breath, step out of the elevator. Open your mouth and exhale very, very slowly. One more breath, nice deep inhaling into the belly. Hold your breath here, and then exhaling through that mouth, and exhaling through that mouth, and exhaling, and exhaling, and exhaling. Very nice. And slowly just bring yourself up onto hands and knees. Turn yourself onto your side. And once you're on your side, just gently roll yourself onto your back. And so we're going to be here for the next little bit of class. So what I want you to do is start with your feet about hip distance apart. Your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the mat. Once you're in that position, roll your shoulder blades back and down. But take your right hand and place it on your belly so that you feel that your pinky finger kind of touches where your belly button is. And your hand of the left hand is resting kind of over your breastbone, over your sternum area. Lengthen your neck and settle your chin. And, you know, in this position, you can do one of 2 things. You can just directly stare straight up to the ceiling, but make sure it's straight up and not looking up and back. So make sure you're not into any extension in your neck. Or you can just gently settle your chin into your throat and actually just close your eyes here. So all we're really going to focus on now is that diaphragmatic breath, making sure that each and every one of you know how to get that diaphragmatic breath to happen. So again, like I mentioned at the beginning in class, with any anxiety disorder, whether it's high functioning anxiety or PTSD or panic attacks, one of the key symptoms is the individual loses the ability to diaphragmatically breathe. So what we're doing with our hands right now is proprioceptively and kinesthetically training ourselves to learn how to move the diaphragm first and foremost with our breath, allowing ourselves to train ourselves into that diaphragmatic breath. So with your left hand that's on your sternum bone, on your chest bone, just give it a little bit of pressure downward so that you don't allow it to move first. Then with the hand that's on your belly where your diaphragm is, you can, just kind of give it a bit of vibration, a little bit of tactile cueing. Heck, with some patients, I even do some tapping to kind of say, okay, here's where the breathing needs to come from. But here's what I want you to do. Neck nice and long, chin settled. Take that inhale into your nose and feel the breath only into your right hand. Now hold that breath there, open that mouth, and slowly exhaling, pursing those lips and exhaling, feel that right hand settle and fall and fall and fall and fall. That's it. Inhale, lift that right hand, only that right hand. Hold your breath here for a moment. Purse those lips, blow out through a straw, blow out candles, step down the steps, whatever analogy you want, ladies and gentlemen, slowly exhaling, 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 and exhaling. One more time for me, please. Inhale, lift that right hand up. Left hand does not move. Hold your breath here just for a moment. And then through that mouth, exhale slowly, exhale slowly, exhaling slower, exhaling slower, exhaling slower. Very nice. Now gently remove your hands and let your hands come out to the side of your body. Take your feet to the width of the mat. We're going to do some windshield wipers here just to kind of gently open up through our hips, and then we'll do a bit more opening through our gluteals. So knees are pointed straight up right now. Take that inhale into your belly. Keep the hand on the belly if you need to. Hold your breath here. Now on the exhale, very slowly, let the knees fall to the right. Inhaling, bringing the knees back up, holding your breath at that top. Open that mouth into that pursed lip, exhaling over to the left. Go even slower than I'm talking through at home if you would like. Inhaling the knees back up, hold the breath at the top with the knees pointed upward. Now exhale down to the right and down the steps and down the steps, down the steps and down the steps. Inhaling back on up, holding the breath at the top. To the left now, exhaling down and exhaling down, down, stepping down and stepping down and stepping down. Final round, inhaling back up to the top, holding your breath at the top. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin if your neck lost position. Exhaling to the right and exhaling and exhaling and exhaling, stepping down. Last round here, inhaling, coming up. Knees, hold your breath as they're pointing upward. Now, last time, exhale to the left. Exhaling through that mouth, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going, and down the stairs we go. Inhaling, coming back up to the step. Hold your breath there, and then just take a slow, deep exhale. Walk your feet back inward so your feet are about equal with your hips and your knees. Take a nice inhale and hug your right knee to your chest. Hold your breath there. Shoulder blades are back and down. Lengthen your neck. Now exhale out through that mouth. And as you exhale out through that mouth, just simply think about bringing that knee into your chest. One more breath. Inhaling in. Can you push your belly into your thigh as you inhale? Hold your breath here. Open that mouth. Now exhale and exhale. Exhaling, 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 and exhaling. Beautiful. Slowly take your hands behind your knee. Kind of pull your knee nice and into your chest, and then take your left leg and just slide it straight down the mat. And point the right toes up, lengthen your neck, settle your chin here. Gently inhale, inhale, inhale. Hold your breath, look at your big toe, point your toes up towards your head. Now, open that mouth and exhale. Exhale. Imagine that foot dropping an inch per step down. Beautiful. Inhale up that elevator. Hold your breath. Point your toes. Look at your big toe here. Now, exhale, dropping down the steps, 1 inch at a time. 1 inch at a time. Through the mouth, you keep exhaling. Last time for this right leg. Inhale up that elevator. Hold your breath. Point your toes up. Gaze at your big toe. Here's the exhale. Point down. Down you go, down you go, inch by inch, step by step. Through the mouth, we're exhaling. Beautiful. Take a gentle inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, release your right foot to the floor. Now, left knee, inhale it up. And then as you exhale through that mouth, just slowly pull that knee into the chest. Shoulder blades are back and down, neck is long, chin is tucked. Let's do that again. Nice deep inhale. Can you push your belly into your thigh this time? Hold your breath here, shoulder blades back and down, left neck long. Now exhaling through the mouth, exhaling and exhaling, exhaling and exhaling. Very nice. Gently take your hands to the back of your knee now, back of your thigh, and slide that right leg down onto the mat. In this position, allow yourself to inhale as you straighten that leg up like you're going up the elevator. Point the toes towards your head and gaze at your big toe as you hold your breath. Now down the stairs we go. Exhale the heel down an inch. Exhale. Exhale through that mouth. Exhale. Exhale. Exhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale up that elevator. Hold your breath, point your toes, gaze at that big toe. And exhale. And exhaling step by step, inch by inch, breathing out, really finding that parasympathetic nervous system. Last time here, inhaling. Point your toes, hold your breath, look at your big toe. Now exhale, inch by inch, drop that heel, step by step, and step by step. Beautiful. Slowly slide the right leg up. Once the right leg is up here, gently bring the right and the left knees to your chest, pulling your knees into your chest here, maybe even doing a little rockabye, just kind of moving yourself side to side, holding yourself here. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, pull that knee into your chest, close your eyes here, pull your shoulder blades back and down. Chin into your chest. Just let yourself be, ladies and gentlemen. Hold this knees to chest just for a moment. All right. Now, let's take right foot down to the floor, left foot down to the floor. I'm going to show you a very easy way. We're going to end with a yoga nidra today. So body awareness works very good for anxiety, especially if you couple it with the breath. Oftentimes we end class laying where we are right now, where we are going just to bring our legs out to the side of our body, arms out to the side of the body. At home, 100% permission to do that. So what I want you to do, if that is where you want to go for your yoga nidra today, feel free to do that. Maybe even take a pillow and place that pillow under your head and take your bolster and place your bolster underneath your thighs. But wherever you are today, this is a perfectly comfortable position to start our mini yoga nidra class. But I want to show another position. So what research has shown is that oftentimes laying on your back for really long periods of time are kind of contraindicated if you have high anxiety. And side sleeping, laying on your side, is a more efficient position. So I want to show you a nice, comfortable way that you could position yourself for your yoga nidra class today. And if you so like to do that at home before we talk through yoga nidra, then by all means do it. I'm going to come back to the laying on my back position. just because I think it's easier for you guys to hear me. But what I want you to do is, if you've got a wall near you, doing a sideline yoga nidra is always best next to a wall because your body can rest and relax into the wall. So the position you would lay yourself in would be to use your yoga bolster between your legs and take your pillow and rest your pillow underneath your neck and your head, allowing yourself to feel like your neck and your head is relaxed and supported. The underarm lay straight. Use your yoga block. So that was the reason for our yoga block today. And then in this position, allowing yourself to take that top arm and rest the forearm and the hand on the yoga block. So the position that I'm in right now is a wonderful position against a wall to practice your yoga nidra in. So if you want to, and you so desire at home, to keep yourself in that position for the next 10 minutes of class, then I encourage you to do that. If you are comfortable laying on your back and that isn't a position that causes you any stress or any lack of relaxation, then do that as well. So find the position for you that feels comfortable. Allow yourself to kind of make sure that if you are laying against the wall on your side or on your back, that you feel that your low back is in a comfortable position. If you're on your side, just gently relax your hands. And if you're on your back, just make sure that your palms are pointed up to the ceiling. Either position, with your pillow under your head or on the side of your head, lengthen your neck and settle your chin. Now, allow yourself to stay nice and still. And as you begin to stay nice and still, I want you to take your attention to your left toes and your left foot. As you're paying attention to your left toes and your left foot, I want you to do a stair step breath. So feeling where your left toes and your left foot are, can you take an inhale into your belly? Can you hold your breath? And then can you open your mouth and slowly exhaling out down the stairs as you relax that left foot and toes. Go to your right foot, right toes. Feel them. Be aware of where they are. Take an inhale into your belly. Hold your breath. Gently open your mouth. And as you slowly exhale, visualize that right foot and toes relaxing more. And then go to your left calf, your left shin bone, your left lower leg. Feel what it might be touching. Take the inhale into your belly, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your breath. Gently open your mouth. Slowly exhale out, imagining the calf and the shin bone and everything relaxing even deeper. And going to the right calf and shin bone, lower leg. Taking an inhale into the belly. Holding the breath, stepping out of that elevator. Opening the mouth slightly. Exhaling out step by step. Relaxing through that right lower leg. Going to your left thigh, and the back of the left upper leg, feeling where it's touching your bolster, or if you're laying on your side, feeling where it's touching the inside of your thigh. Taking that inhale into the belly, here it goes. Hold your breath here.
Gently open that mouth and exhaling and imagining that entire left leg getting heavier as you exhale and exhale and exhale. Right thigh, is it touching the bolster on the inside or on the outside? Feeling around that thigh where it's touching the floor, maybe. Take the inhale into just your diaphragm, belly breath. Hold your breath here. Gently open that mouth and exhale and exhale and exhale. Now moving up to your left hand. Your left hand is either resting on the floor or it might be resting on a block if you're chosen the side lie position. Wherever that left hand is, imagine it in its relaxed position, being aware of your body here. Take that inhale into just that belly. Hold that breath. Gently open that mouth and slowly, step by step by step, exhaling out, making that left hand even heavier. And then going to that right hand, feeling where the right hand is, either on the floor or if you're on your side and it's the left side, you might have your right hand on a block. Wherever it is, be aware of the right hand and the fingers. Take that inhale into your belly. Hold your breath here. Gently open your mouth and exhaling, 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 and exhaling. Moving up to your left forearm and your left elbow. Feeling where it is in space for you. And taking that inhale into your belly. Holding your breath. And start that exhale and exhale and exhaling, stepping down those stairs. And then moving to the right forearm, feeling where it is in space, what it's touching. Taking that inhale into your belly, holding the breath for a second, stepping out of the elevator, gently opening that mouth a little bit and exhaling and stepping down the stairs. Exhaling, exhaling, let that forearm be heavier. Making your way to your left shoulder and your left upper arm. Taking an inhale here through that belly, holding your breath, and exhaling through that mouth very slowly. Exhaling, dropping down those stairs as you feel that left shoulder relaxing towards the floor. Go to that right shoulder and upper arm. Feel it, be aware of it. Take an inhale just into your belly. Hold it here. And then as you exhale through the mouth, slowly exhaling out. Feel that right shoulder gently relaxing, dropping, becoming heavier to the floor. Your head is likely supported by a pillow or something today. So go to the back of your neck and feel the back of your head where it's contacting the pillow, or feel the side of your head in your ear and the side of your neck if it's contacting the pillow on your side. Now take that inhale into your belly. Hold your breath here. And then very slowly open that mouth and exhale. And exhale and exhale. And gently allow that neck and head to relax into that pillow. Go to your forehead and feel if there's any tension between your brows or in the muscles of your forehead right now. Take an inhale into your belly. Hold your breath here. And then as you exhale, opening that mouth and slowly dropping down those stairs as you let the muscles of the front of your face and your forehead and your eyebrows relax. And go to your eyes. And whether you're laying on your side or on your back, just feel if there's any tension into your eyelids or your eye muscles. Take that inhale into your belly. Hold your breath here. And then as you exhale, open that mouth and slowly let that air come out as you step down those stairs and even soften those eyes some more. Now, I want you to visualize something smack dab in the center of your brain. I want you to visualize your amygdala. So it's our stress center. It is about the size of an almond. So can you picture an almond for me? As you picture that almond, I really want you to visualize that almond getting smaller. So take an inhale into your belly, feel your belly lift, hold that breath. Gently open your mouth, and as you slowly exhale, shrink that almond. Let that stress center say, "You are not controlling me. I am in control." Now, one final breath. Let's go back to our visualization of the mountain. Visualize your elevator for a second, but don't get in it yet. Just look at it. Is it metal? Is it wood on the inside? Are the buttons on the left or the right side? Can you just visualize that? And then before you step in to take this last glorious relaxation breath, take a moment to look at the right side of the mountain and your stairs. Are they wooden? Are they metal? Is there a stairwell? Is there even somewhere for you to hold on? Just visualize your mountain. And now let's really go to it. Go to your diaphragm. Step into your elevator. Take that deep inhale in. Expand your diaphragm, belly up. Inhale in. Inhaling in. Now, step out of your elevator and hold your breath. Hold it here. Look down those steps. Gently open that mouth. Exhale. Exhale, step down the stairs. Exhale. Exhaling and exhaling and exhaling. Now just gently let yourself have your normal breath. Keep your body still on your side or keep your body still on your back. Can you still focus on your breath and not let your thought jump to the next thing, the next to do, the next topic? Can you give yourself this moment to get out of those anxious thoughts? Now, if you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you're laying on your side, gently start to move your bolster out of your way and your block out of your way. If you're laying on your back, gently bend your feet up onto your bolster and slowly roll yourself onto your side. Either way, stay on your side for one more nice deep inhale and one more exhale. And then when you're ready on your next exhale, use that top hand and push yourself up into a seated position. And find yourself seated in easy pose. Hands are to our hearts, and you know what? Put a smile on that face. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Namaste. The highest in me salutes the highest in you. Thank you so much for joining me.